Okay, so Happy New Year, everybody. Anybody who actually watches this freaking video. Um, Kind of realizing some stuff about myself. I mean, this stuff I already kind of knew, but I really don't make a lot of videos. I don't do much of anything as far as creativity nowadays. I mean, the past few years I really haven't. Um, Videos I do have up here, I'm not proud of most of them, but I did put some work in, and I'm happy with the fact that I actually did some stuff with it. Uh, anyway, I'm just like the person I am is nowhere near the person I've ever wanted to be. Nowhere near. I think like the closest I've ever been to being the guy. Oh my goodness, I need to fix that. To being the guy that I actually want to be. I think I had like 3 or 4 instances where I actually did something that I was really happy and proud of. And one of them was in like gym class when I was in high school, where I actually tried. I actually tried when I was we were playing this game, and I got the game winning point. It was beautiful. It was a great moment, you know, and like, and I remember I was so happy with myself when I went home, and I told my parents about it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, okay," and it just like crushed my whole heart about the whole situation. And like for the longest time, I just didn't, I didn't try anymore. I mean, and I keep. That's one of the things I keep coming back to. It seems like whenever I have one of those really positive moments, um, either my family like kind of crushes my spirit on it by treating it like it's nothing, or I remember that I probably won't get a response from them, or I probably won't get any type of like positivity from them. And right now I'm in my parents' house right now. I'm 36 at my parents' house still. And I last year I was going crazy trying to get myself out of here. Like really, I was like having crazy nightmares, and and I was like I would get up like 1, 2 a.m. in the morning and jump in my car and just try to go somewhere to get away from here. And then I would like sit in the car for like hour and just like question what I was doing and where I should be going, and how I should go about it. And I could never come to a conclusion, so I ended up coming back. And like, I don't know, man. Like it just got to the point where one morning I woke up and I just felt like totally empty, man. Like right now, like I feel the same way. I mean, I used to be like extremely emotional about stuff. Like my heart was about to beat out of my chest, and I just felt, like I had like a storm of emotions inside. And then one morning I woke up and it was just like gone, like completely. And like I've tried posting on Facebook. Tried posting on Facebook. It was like, look, I've been having crazy nightmares. No responses other than the general, you'll be okay, baby, stuff like that. You know, I need I don't communicate with like my family or friends like at all. Like this, that's the main point of this video right now. Like I'm looking for a job, but I was trying to get like just a driver's job at Potbelly, and they require 2 references. I have no references, none, no references. I've had plenty of jobs in the past. I have no references because I don't keep in contact with anyone. None of the people I've worked with, I have their numbers. I don't remember any of their names. I remember Bikram from Best Buy, and that was a long time ago, like probably more than 10 years ago now. Um, I remember Pasquale from Fuddruckers. That place is closed down. Uh, I remember the guys I knew in Job Corps, Chris Austin, Larry Morris, um, Maurice Johnson, you know, my best friend, I call him my best friend, but I haven't spoken to him in forever, Lauren Monty, you know, his brother Mike Monty. Um, those are the people I remember. Michael McPherson, Kendall Wilson, you know. These are all the like the names of people, like the most important people that I remember, like off the top of my head, in all of my life. And like, you know, it's it's crazy, man. Ian Britt, David Britt, people from church, you know, Randall, Rhonda, Keisha, this is just so many people. Mona, and these people, that these names that I remember. I know I can't like just call and contact them because, for one, I don't have their numbers. Two, I haven't kept in contact with them for years. And three, I can't really use them as references because, as far as I know, I mean, I haven't really worked with them. If anything, I just know them from, like just being around them or whatever like that. And even if I know them just from being around them, I haven't actually been around them recently. Like, it's been forever since I've had actual direct contact with anyone for like a long period of time outside of work. And the people that I do have had contact with from work, I don't know. I don't know their names. I don't have any of their numbers. I don't have any contact information. I have no references whatsoever. And it's not like you just put your family up there. I mean, I don't want to put my family up there. I don't see any reason for me to put my family up there. It's not like we really keep in contact. So that's where I am, man. That's where I am. I need work. I need money. I need a job. I need a career. And the career I want is in art. That's what I want to do. I love art. It has always been my thing. Creativity, creation, it's always been my thing. Ever since I was a little kid playing with Legos. I mean, I remember when I was a little kid playing with Lego, just thinking to myself, being able to create is amazing. Being able to create whatever I want to is the best thing in the world. Just playing with Legos. And we didn't have enough money to really get like anything. I had like this one little airplane, you know, one little airplane. And I was like, I would take it apart, put it together, make different stuff, you know. I just, and just the fun of being able to make a bunch of different things was the best thing in the world to me. It is the best thing in the world to me. Like, that's part of one of the things I love about video games is that it's like a whole world created just for you to enjoy. And it's not just, the combat and the flashy spectacle of it. The story of gaming is so important, man. you know and like, I hate the fact nowadays that people just like gloss over the story, just ignore the story, don't care what's going on with the characters. They just want to get in there and beat up something. you know they just want to get to the core mechanics or whatever like that. Or for MMOs, they just want to get to end game, because the end game is the most important part of the game, not the journey, not going from level 1 up to level 50. Level 50 is the only thing that's important. All 49 levels before that are just, like filler and annoying. That's how people treat these games. This pisses me off. And like, the fact that I have no one to really like lean on, and like, I'm still here with my parents, but there's a level of personal sustainability that I need, and I have not learned from them. And like, I've been upset with them about it. I've been I've tried to talk to them about it, But I mean, like, there's just a mental block here. I know there is. It's like a mental block that I have that keeps me from properly expressing myself because they're my parents. They're the people I've been under their roof. You know, I've been eating their food. More recently, I've been using my own money. I do DoorDash and Postmates now, so I've been using my own money to do, buy food and everything like that. Burning it on video games. I try my best not to. Video games are my drug, man. My freaking drug. Because that's the closest right now that I'm getting to what I love to do. But at the same time, it's keeping me from doing what I love to do. You know? Like if somebody wanted to work in pharmaceuticals, but they do like freaking crack cocaine or something like that, or, they know how to make different drugs. They know the basics behind all of that stuff like that. But instead of making drugs to help people, they're taking drugs to burn themselves out. That's pretty much where I am, man. Like I can draw, and I don't mind taking the time to sit down and go through the programs I need to learn how to do 3D animation and all that stuff like that. I don't mind. Oh my goodness, when I started using Blender, I was in heaven. It was great. Then I just I got kind of stuck, and I was like, man, and like I still like working with it. Like once I get on it, I'm on it for hours. I still enjoy doing it, but it's like getting into the process. I'll do something and it won't come out right, and I'll be like, maybe I'm doing this wrong, maybe I'm doing that wrong, blah blah blah, and then I won't look for help. That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem because I feel like there's a lot of times I feel like I should already know how to do this stuff. I shouldn't have to ask for help, so on and so forth. And in many ways that's true, but I kind of start off that way. Start off feeling like I have to know this already, even if I have no training, no skill in it or whatever like that, you know. And because of that, I end up getting to a certain point where I can't improve because I don't have somebody to assist me or give me a certain pointer that will help me to see something in a different way, you know. Or I'm just like stuck in the ways of how things are explained to me because the way I understand stuff is completely different from most common knowledge. The way most people explain stuff, it doesn't click for me. And I had like a lot of arguments with my sister over that. A lot of arguments with my sister. I don't think the way a lot of quote unquote normal people do. I never have. And when we were little, when we were younger, my sister caught it. She understood it. It was like the way that the the way that I think I was in like my early teens, early to mid teens, you know, like during that time when me and my sister were hanging out and doing stuff, we clicked. My sister Tara, we clicked, man. It was like anything I thought she knew, anything she thought I knew, and we were like a total duo. We could do anything. All right. And it was amazing, man. Like we just understood how each other's brains worked at that point in time. But surely it didn't last for too long. It lasted for maybe like a year and a half to a year, no, 2 years almost. All right, maybe a little bit longer than that. Okay, and then after that, completely different people, completely different people, and it just went completely skyward from there. It just like I went to one direction, she was going, and we're completely different people. That's fine. That's fine. Nobody stays the same. All right. The way you grow up, the way you interact with other people, the way things change around you, it's different for everyone, and I'm fine with that. And I'm trying to. Oh my goodness, it seems like a lot of people don't understand that. It pisses me off too. But I mean, for me, I'm cool with that. It's just how it is. But I don't know, man. I'm stuck right now. And this is one of the things my biological father was telling me. He was like, I don't want you to get stuck. And I am. I'm stuck. I am definitely stuck right now. I still believe like the dreams I were having were really, really crazy. like 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 demons destroying the world, and giant sharks coming from space, and crap, random crazy crap, stuff that I just freaked me out terribly. It was crazy crap, and like I would wake up thinking I was about to die, type of stuff, really bad, really bad. And I wouldn't say they were night terrors. Wasn't like waking up like screaming at my head off or anything like that. But I will wake up like horribly afraid for my life, looking around, thinking I needed to get out of the house and get away from like this entire city or whatever like that. Get out of the state, stuff like that. Like I was trying to get away from the government or something. It's just terrible. Like I said, shortly, like a little while after that, um, like I just like lost that all the like the overflow of emotions that I was having. And I guess that means I'm grown up now. That sucks, man. It sucks to think of it that way. Like, and, once you grow up, that the energy flow that you had as a child that pushed you emotionally through all this crazy crap, it just stops. It just like cuts off. It sucks, man. Because I feel like, I reached the top of my growing, and now I'm just waiting to die. This is crazy. It's crazy. And like I don't know where I'm going now. I don't, cause I'm just, man. I'm just so stuck. You know. So yeah, man. I'm just. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like today, I'm supposed to be having an interview at 2 o'clock, and it's 11:36 right now, and I'm supposed to be having an interview at 2 o'clock, but I can't finish my resume because I don't have any references. I don't have anybody that I can talk to and contact and say, like, the two people that I thought I'd be able to contact. I sent both of them like a thing saying, "Hey, can I use you guys as a quick reference so I can try to get this job?" One dude just like didn't reply, and the other dude like told me his name and his age, but he didn't give me his phone number. So I'm like, I've been like, I'm just lost, man. Like I'm still making money, but I'm not making nearly enough to do anything with. I could probably get myself an extremely cheap apartment or bedroom is living in somebody's house, but I literally be living like from whatever little bit of money I will be picking up every single day just from doing my work. And I wouldn't have any time to myself, which honestly I don't feel like really matters. Like I've had too much time to myself as it is. I feel like that's part of the reason why I am where I am right now. But yeah, man. Like even before this whole thing where I kind of lost that flow of emotion. Like it's like a really important part of me is gone now. It really is, and I don't want to keep like pausing because I do that a lot in my videos. I'll pause and I won't say anything, and then it'll just drag the video on longer. But yeah, man, there's just like that important energy that I had before is gone, and that kind of took away my drive for working too. I mean, I'll still like if I get a job, I'll still do my best ability. I'll still put forth all the effort I can when I'm doing my job. Absolutely, but it's still not the same. It really isn't the same. Like I had more of a hunger for trying to keep my job and push myself through it and everything like that. But now it's kind of like I'm running on autopilot, with the same kind of force to a degree, but not the same energy. Like, like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure how I can say it. Like, if you get like a gas engine train, what used to be the most common thing, or coal engine, whatever. you know, a coal train, and you can use that to push a load, and then you switch over to like all the work you have to put in shoveling and stuff and everything like that, all the extra power you will have to go through, all the extra push that you would need to get that done, you know, and still in that drive that you would need to get that stuff done. Now it's put into an electric machine, and all you got to do is push a button. It still does the same job, but it's a lot less effort, you know. And it's always been like that for me, man. Like I've always felt like kind of like the older way to do stuff had more spirit and heart to it. And then we get like to more like the more technology based stuff, and it kind of like loses that spirit. And that's how I feel now, man. That's how I feel. Like more like you know, like so I'm going from Johnny Five to Terminator. You know, um, and like, cause like Terminator's a better machine. That sucker don't feel a dang thing. Don't feel a thing. Johnny Five was not as technically advanced, but that sucker had heart. You know, that's how I feel, man. It's so different. Anyway, I'm running on 21 minutes here on this video, just me rambling on about how horrible things are for me right now. I'm still living in freaking America. I still have a bed. I have my own television. This is the television that's in my room isn't even my television. My television is bigger, and it's 4K. I have my own computer. I have a tablet so that I can draw. I even bought a $35 remote so I can use with any television I want to. I am not poor. I am not suffering. I am not in a horrible condition. I have lotion. I mean, come on, there's people who don't even have lotion. People who barely have water. I have bottled water. I can go out and buy like a whole bunch of bottled water if I want to at any time. I have ice. These everyday mundane things that people are used to having all the time here in America. I have that stuff. I have access to those things. I have deodorant. I have soap. You know, things that people in like third world countries and stuff don't have. I have access to them. And yet I'm over here feeling like I'm living. I have a horrible life right now. And I know I don't. And that's what pisses me off about where I am too, because I know that even though I'm not in the top tier of American people or whatever like that, even though I'm not there, I know I'm doing much better than a lot more, you know, a lot of people around the world. And that kind of keeps me in place about where I am with myself too, because you know, like I know any moment I could die from whatever. Any moment the shift in politics, government, maybe there'll be a war, some craziness, and a bomb will drop right on this house. Maybe a truck will drive through the building, something like that. I don't know, any second something could happen to just take me out. And there wouldn't be a darn thing I could do about it. And I understand that, you know, like even more than I did in the past. And I understand that I'm not really in a horrible position. I can still go out and get money. I can still go out and get myself a job somewhere, even though I don't have references. I can still do these things. But I just know that I'm still bottom of the barrel. I still am. Like, I mean, in this country, I'm definitely bottom of the barrel. You know, this shirt I'm wearing right now, I've had this for years, bro. I'm not big on style. I'm not big on getting myself great clothes. My beard is freaking all scruffy and everything, man. Like, like, like Bill Burr is saying, I'm that dude that has the scruffy shoes, man. I'm that crazy black dude that you don't want to mess with, cause my clothes ain't all that great, cause I don't take care of them. But I'm happy with what I got because I know what I got is better than what many others don't. And I know at the same time, even though I have better than a lot more people on the planet, that I still don't have what I need or what I'm supposed to have. You know, I'm said I was gonna stop the video. I'm over 24 minutes. Crazy, man. It's crazy. Just, you know, and I need these moments to vent. I really do, cause like I said, man, I have no references. I don't have anybody to really talk to for real. I can't go and talk to my parents about this. They don't care. I mean, I'm sure they care, but like, I feel like I'm not gonna get anything from it. Like I really don't believe I will. Like my mom asked me, do I trust her, and I already told her I don't. I don't. You know, like I know if of my parents, the person that I can trust the most, going from top to bottom, would be my biological father, my stepdad, and then my mom. In that order, absolutely in that order. You know, but in the same time, I know I can't trust any of them more than I can trust myself, and I don't trust myself. So that's the worst thing about it, man. I don't trust me. Like I know what I need for myself, and I know like I know one of the things that I know I have, which I can kind of consider a superhuman ability, is the ability to truly understand my inner workings. Like really understand. Like when I don't run like I used to, but when I was like, I say in my mid to late teens, I had this ability. Now that you think I'm crazy, I had this ability to truly gauge how I ran, like to determine which muscles in my legs I could use to change how quickly I ran, how high I jumped, how far I could go. I had I had that ability. I really did. I could understand which muscle was doing what, so that I could determine how fast I was going, whether or not I could make this jump from the curb to blah blah blah, whatever like that. Of course, I'm not like this super athlete or whatever. I wasn't like like Hulk jumping over buildings and crap like that. But I had the ability to understand and fully gauge how my legs worked. Absolutely. All right, and I never used it for anything. Never used it for anything. Like if you knew anybody from Job Corps, you could tell anyone that I knew from Job Corps would tell you I was running everywhere. Okay, yeah, Forrest Gump, whatever. I was running all over the place in that building. I was whenever we had to go eat, I was running. I loved it, man. I love to run too. That's one of my favorite things too. But like I didn't do anything with it. Now I have my art, and I'm not doing anything with that. I mean, I've had my art for before I had the whole thing with my legs, you know. And like I know to a degree I can get back all of that stuff. I can get it all back. All right now. All right. It won't be where it should be. Absolutely. I'm like I feel like I'm past my prime, definitely. But I'm not so far gone that I won't be able to get any of that stuff back. But it won't be where it's supposed to be, for one. Two, I already know that my inner, like my body, is really starting to deteriorate. Like my lungs definitely deteriorating there. That's been going on for years. I've been coughing up stuff for I don't know how long. Like I've been sick with pneumonia or whatever for years now. Never smoked. Never smoked. Not a day in my life have I smoked. But I cough up stuff all the time. So, my teeth, yeah, my teeth are terrible. I never took care of my teeth, didn't take care of my dental hygiene. I just haven't taken care of myself. I've been living like an idiot for so long. But I know I still have a mental lock that tells me that I can still do really good things. I still have like the ability to do much more than what I've been doing. And I know I can improve anything that is going on with me right now. Absolutely. I know I can. I have no doubt in that. And I think that's one of the things that I actually, like that I think I've kept and has been keeping me going is my faith and my ability to do better. But I also am extremely self-conscious about my ability to keep going and sustain. Anyway, I'm coming up on 30 minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this darn thing probably about to beep again anyway. Thank you anybody who watched this. I know it's like a 30-minute video of me just talking about whatever. Happy New Year. and God bless.